Alrighty, another fun day here. Right now I'm in some residential complex area. I've made a couple more turns. I didn't even know how I got into this thing. Let's see, there's a car passing. But should be another fun day. I had a subscriber contact me that she's cleaning out a house, and if I want to come over and take anything, everything is free before she contacts the junk guy, because she's trying to put the house on the market. So we drove over to New Jersey. It's about a little over, I'd say around an hour away, but everything in the house should be free and should be some fun adventures and some cool things. She sent me some photos of things they're trying to get rid of. So come along, let's see what we can grab at the house today and make today another fun treasure hunt, and hopefully pack the van with some cool items. So let's get into it. Let's make it a fun one. Let's do it. Some really interesting items. These are for fireplace. These are for their matches. So I'm working on the garage right now. I'll have to come back here again because there's just way too much stuff. It's at the point right now. It's a little overwhelming for myself. Gotta grab this little duck out here. Oh, it's concrete. I should, oh, there's a little ant or something on there. Should show you guys. There's, I have a snow goose at my property, my house. He's hanging out with all the Canadian geese, and I guess he has a hurt wing. This guy reminds me exactly of the snow goose. I gotta show you guys a picture, or at least include a little clip of him in one of the videos. Maybe this video I will. But yeah, I'll have to come back here, hopefully in a couple days. Try to get more of this stuff out, because there's a lot. I'm loading up this stuff right now. You can see it's just a mosh pit of stuff. I got old luggage, some enamel, some more enamelware, some hatchets. Nice little dog. That might even go on my front porch. It's kind of cool. Some older toys. And a lot of tools as well in here. So it's just like a hodgepodge, and hopefully my van makes it over the bridge. I know there's a lot of weight in here right now. There's a lot of metal. So kind of cool. I'm not really doing much in the house today. I'll probably save that for next time. Try to really clean out the garage, because I know they want to get the house up for sale. And if I start bouncing from room to room, it's going to look like I didn't do anything. So I don't want that to feel like that way. It's cool things, very thankful. Check out this. I didn't even notice this. This is kind of interesting. I don't see any more. It's a plastic Pyrex bowl. Who's it made by? It doesn't have a name. They used to sell these sets. That is really cool. I don't know if there's more inside these toys. These look fairly new because they got a barcode on them. People were asking like what I mean by fairly old or fairly new because they got a barcode. It means that they're not, I think, like pre-70s might be the right way. These are fairly, I don't know, they're probably like 80s or 90s. The only Pyrex thing in there might be. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Actually, I got outbid at an auction on Pyrex, fake Pyrex, like plastic Pyrex. Screen dresser is actually really nice. Looks like it's solid wood. Take this also. This is really cool. Look at the old box on that. Mickey Mouse play towels. Alright, well I'm heading back now. I'll show you a little bit of a recap of what I got. I got some Pyrex up here. There's some more items down there. Didn't really know what the whole filming situation was until kind of the end, and he was like, yeah, it would be cool if you film it. That's fine. So yeah, I didn't really get much filming. But I got a couple clips, more than I thought. I know a lot of people like seeing the recap videos of these cleanouts, so we'll dive in a little bit of a preview, because I'll definitely be back at that house with some of the stuff that I got this time. So I'm going to try to break this recap up into a couple different parts, I guess. Really packed the van right now. In fact, I don't even know what I grabbed There was a bunch of boxes that were on the couch in the living room, and like I said, I'm gonna have to go back there probably at least 3 or 4 more times. Probably 4 times. What even is this? I don't know what I'm even grabbing. What even is that? Still don't have a clue what this is. Alright, well, that'll be put aside. So, putting stuff into the warehouse. Like I said, I'll be back there probably 3 or 4 other times. I'm trying to work out a deal to clean out the rest of the house because they're giving me the stuff for free. I don't really want them to go out and contact a cleanout company, because then the cleanout company is going to charge them probably a couple thousands, probably like $2,000 or $3,000 after whatever I take to clean out the rest of the house. So I said, you know, maybe it'd be better just to like get a dumpster in and I'll do the labor and clean it out. Looking around trying to figure out where I'm going to put this stuff. I made the mistake recently of kind of saving and picking up a lot of oddball items. So you got baseball bats, gas cans, those deer. These things aren't in bins. They're too big for bins. They're too big for boxes. So they're kind of just like thrown on a pile. And you'll even see with the stuff that I grabbed today, the back half of the van looks kind of nice because it's like all in boxes, but this other stuff isn't. Just a lot of oddball stuff. I'll probably scrap this ladder because it is dented, and I really don't like these aluminum ladders. I like the fiberglass ones. I feel like the fiberglass ones are a little bit safer. But got some cool things here. It's a really nice basket. I'm not really a huge basket guy, but this was in the living room. Fairly nice. There are a handful of hatchets and tools. I kind of did most of the garage today. I didn't even bother really going upstairs and doing the attic or the living room, or I mean the bedrooms, which I'll save for the next video. Like I said, this was kind of just like testing the waters. I know she did contact me or left a comment, and then I read my comments, so I responded to the comment, and then we got in touch through Facebook, and then obviously through text. But I didn't know what to expect. You know, fortunately, I was smart enough to ask for photos, and she sent me a lot of good photos. I know sometimes when you get into kind of the clean out business and people say they have stuff, you know, they'll send a couple photos and it'll be like maybe 5 or 6 items, and that's all that they have. This is not the case. This is like a whole house being cleaned out, which I'm very fortunate about. So I got a lot of inventory here. The only issue is space. So there were a couple things I did want to show you. So obviously we got hatchets. You guys know my obsession with hatchets. There is some older stuff. We got some older luggage, more enamelware. There's a tractor over here. Very nice, like clam chairs. They're kind of clam style. Right there, you can see they're white. Those were out back in the. Kind of like the scrap pile. I guess they might have been in the shed maybe, but those will be sold, so I'm not putting them in here. I got to put them in a different building because I really don't have space in here for something that large. In fact, I don't know what I even do with half this stuff. When I did the auction day the other day, I kind of put stuff here, got some face masks and stuff, because I figured I'll put boxes like right in this section. So I kind of made space and probably put some boxes there. But I didn't realize I was getting so much inventory because I also have to do a storage clean out tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday's video. And I know that unit's kind of full in itself. So I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff. We do have some interesting items. Look at this tin. That's a vintage one. Got your Disney characters. It's kind of cool. I like this dog. I'll have to get him out in a second. Oh yeah, the goose. I'll show you the goose in another video, but concrete animals. All right, I kind of wanted to go through this box because I saw a little bit of it when I was actually going through it at the house. We did have some neat pieces there. These always sell, these ice cube trays. In fact, I got yelled at one year because I sold them and the person stacked them neatly and then left the dividers right next to it, and I didn't realize that till the end of the day. And the next week they asked me, hey, I put the dividers right next to it, do you still have them? and I could never ever find them ever again. Like, I couldn't find dividers, and then literally all they had was just like 2 or 3 of those just aluminum trays, which they can be anything, not necessarily an ice tray. So these always, for some reason, are very sought after. I did pick up this one mason jar. In fact, I don't know, I might even keep it for myself. I think it's one of those like bicentennial jars. I'm actually going to use 2 hands for this one. I don't want to break it. I think it's a little outrageous, but I never ever come across them other than maybe like at a yard sale, and they're always like way too much money. But oh, you can't even see it. It says Masons, and it has a star. Maybe I can put this in the light. There we go, with that one-handed thing again. Is this going to help? This is not going to help. You can kind of see the embossment. It is patented in 1858, but I highly doubt it's from 1858. Has this eagle on the back, which I think is that bicentennial eagle. Very cool. I think I'm going to hold on to this one as well. There's a problem with these cleanouts is I end up holding on to like a bunch of items, but there are a handful of things here that I'm keeping just because I think they're so cool and so interesting, and quite frankly, I don't think I'll ever come across another one. These jars, sometimes these big ones, sometimes I do find them with different embossing on them. Do have some charcoal if I ever want to start my own fire or barbecue. There is a buck saw here, which that is. Did find this was in the living room, a bunch of linens. Now upstairs, like I said a couple times, I'm going back to this house, but upstairs there's like 4 or 5 closets. One has a ton of linens in it. It didn't look like a lot of vintage linens, a lot of stuff probably from the 90s to the 2000s, but there's a bunch of it. And with flea market season coming up, linens go very quick, even if they aren't vintage. So they will find a new home other than a dumpster, which I'm really happy about. But I guess I'll get this. Yeah, you can kind of see how bent it is. This needs to be resalvaged. As we get kind of towards the bottom of this pile, great combination, pile. These a lot of things are marked, which is kind of neat. This is marked, I guess that's July, right? Off the top of my head, I think that's July 1999. It's never been opened. Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say, even if this is a little over 20 years old, I assume it probably works perfectly fine. A little tear there, but never opened. Premium embers. Also more charcoal briquettes. I assume they're probably perfectly fine, so onto the pile they go. I did want to show you these for any of my tool friends out there. These are really cool. I do have an oil, motor oil. Relatively new. Full. But for any of my fanatics out there for chainsaws, a lot of the older chainsaws are really cool looking. So we have a really old Craftsman that looks like it's in immaculate condition. Looks sharp. Craftsman of 1.9. Look at the motor on that. The chokes like one of those old tractors from the late 80s. Just like that. Still has compression. I bet you this thing would fire up in a heartbeat. Now, this is probably one of my coolest tools I found. There's also another chainsaw, Homelight XL. Now, I didn't know. Talked to Andy there, the owner, and didn't know. This might be a fireman's axe. That's what my guess was. It's painted red like a fireman's axe would be. And it's one of these double bevels. Very cool. I do have quite the abundance of axes saved up. Find these two-sided ones are pretty hard to find nowadays. You go to a flea market, go to an auction, they always go for crazy money. So I'll probably hold on to this one, as this one's in really good shape. Has a decent amount of weight up top as well. I think that was pretty neat. Still haven't got to this box though, but as you see, I did pick up a bunch of tools. This one, the handle's all busted on it, so maybe somebody would just want to buy it just for the head alone. And I guess I can just throw out some garbage. Right now, I've probably accumulated about, I'd say, half a trash can of garbage. Like I said, there's probably going to be a dumpster out there in the future, but just by going based off of what, like, the boxes I grabbed, there's been like some things that broke over transit, some things in the garage that I picked up, you know, like a half a bottle of, or should I say like an eighth of a bottle of like bleach or whatever it might be. A lot of random stuff like that. Still gotta get to this box though. But something like this, someone would buy just for that head on it. Handle, like I said, it's all broken. It's a little wobbly. This thing would definitely fire up. Just listen to it. That's free. Free as can be. I might even have to throw some gas in there and see if it really fires up. I don't think there's a safety on this, which is kind of sketchy, but maybe there's a safety. Was this before safeties? I don't know. Alright, so this was the interesting... Everything seemed to be wrapped. This might go to this... No? I had an obsession with these. Yeah, this actually probably does go to it. Maybe. Vicky. It's made by Westfield. I would think this would be Hazel Atlas, but it's not. It's that, it's milk glass. There's another piece that goes to kind of similar. It says Sister on it. I don't know why. This just gave me deja vu for Rita's Ice around here. If anyone is local to Pennsylvania, they're probably around a couple other places, but for some reason this looked like Rita's Ice. I don't know why. Maybe think of Rita's Ice. The soap dish. Glass coffee pot. It's probably, I'd feel like knives. It's wrapped pretty good, like it would be knives. I was going through, it might just be kitchenware. I was going through some of the boxes and bins from one of the past storage units I did, and the knives are wrapped really, really well. Almost like it wasn't a clean out. It was more like the person put their own stuff in there, which with storage units, if you've been around enough, you would realize that a lot of storage units that go for auction aren't necessarily inventory or items the owner put in them or put in there themselves. It's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, so I got some silver plate. I'll even let you know if this is no. It says, that's what I say, I'll let you even know if it's sterling. It's not. It says it's literally silver plate right on it. Which usually it doesn't. It would say like quadruple plate or... No, Rogers, usually Rogers brand, like that said double plate. Dutch Boy paint, so that's for your paints. There's a Schaefer like beer thing in here also. America's oldest lager beer. It's probably one of the best condition, I don't know what you call these, pop caps or pop things, I don't even know what you call it. Probably one of the best conditioned ones I've ever found. Usually these things are rusted to no end. Got some kitchenware in there. So something like this, I'll just put into a flat. It's an ice cream scoop, maybe? No, it's a level. Full quarter cup, made in USA. Made in USA. It's actually kind of neat. No, I thought it was an ice cream scoop. So I'll put that stuff into a flat. Feels like some more kitchenware. Ah, one of those. I was going to say a shell, but it's not. I don't know what that is. Someone out there probably knows what that is. Serving dish. This is some clear glass. I was going to say, does it have a little tint to it? It doesn't look like it. Glass coffee pot. That's what it feels like. Farber Bros. I think this is what, aluminum ware or craft aluminum kind. That'd be for what, a steak? Or fish? Cooking isn't my specialty, as you guys know. This looks like it's almost for a turkey. Now we have a cutting block? Maybe? So it looks like kitchenware, as it even said on here, it said kitchen somewhere on it. This looks like that greenware. I don't think this is... That's like, what, 70s? It's cracked anyway. I wasn't going to say this is depression ware. I'll put that aside for now. Interesting. But like I said, stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be doing probably a couple more videos at this house. I'll be doing actual filming. Wasn't really sure with the whole situation, what was going on, if I was even going to take anything. But like I said, I'm going to try to work out a deal where kind of clean out the house for free, and then hopefully they can just get a dumpster over and they'll just pay the dumpster costs rather than pay for someone to come in and then clean out the house. Just by like going based on this whole profession, it seems like no one does it that way. And I feel like a lot of homeowners get taken advantage of, because if you do flea markets in any sort of way, there's obviously a lot of decent inventory. But it seems like in this business, a lot of people just charge a clean out fee, and then whatever they get from the place, they just make a profit on, which I think is kind of messed up. But that's just the business. So yeah, hopefully work out a deal, and I'll be happy with it, because I'm very happy with the inventory we got here. And like I said, I'll be going back there again a couple times. But that's going to wrap it up here. If you guys want to see more treasure hunts just like this, subscribe down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely smack the like button. I'll catch you guys next time. Next adventure, who knows what we'll get into. Till next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.